Hey everybody, crew blind way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And we have another episode of iZombie. Last episode we had Major losing his memory. And many other things. Who knows what else there was. Anything else that should be all
Craziness giving out.
She looks like she's gonna have a
She's
good night.
putting utopium in her eyes.
She's
See
getting
that?
a lot of stuff in herself.
How many?
I bet she swallows that.
You fun, Fallon? Yeah.
Oh! No more drama.
Who is it?
I remember everything, including last night, which was, spectacular.
Still in the room.
Yeah.
I got things to do too.
Why does she need to get home? Why wouldn't you want to stay?
Bacon! Diverted that question.
God, I'm tired of having other people in my head. You know?
Is she gonna want to take the cure?
What's up with the
Gotta get to
blue
work.
solution?
Be good.
Could be something with that blue stuff.
Yvonne Fallon.
It's probably
she's dead.
Store checkout girl. Hairdryer in tub.
Hey, that looks like my bedroom.
Bit of a mess.
Our bedroom.
That's what she was.
Oh boy.
Oh, great. Soap opera brain. Way to go live.
Spaghetti.
And brain balls.
Cool. Lots of good food.
Oh, that's something I would do. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've done that before.
Done that?
Sewn it
So sorry,
opens.
Robbie. I was doing the science stuff, but this new Tove Lo single is just so intense. Hashtag my kind of cool bitch.
I told you, she was so talented. She would have been a star. She hadn't been murdered.
So
Alright, maybe
sucks
we
when that
didn't.
happens. Clyde,
Yeah, I was
we
gonna
have
say,
to
I
go
think
to
he's
Ice
in love
Ship.
with her.
It's just
Yeah,
like the
I
bond.
killed her.
And also for clues and stuff.
And we're dead.
You didn't do your thing.
We, throw grenades, drop behind the wall, remember?
He didn't do his thing.
Right. Brain fart.
Let's run it back.
Bunker, do your thing. He didn't
So,
do his
we
thing.
have a development.
I forgot what his thing was.
You have a development? You might remember me. I used to come here, 80s remix night. Oh, also, we're the police.
Detective Babineau, Seattle PD.
She talks so much.
We're investigating the murder of Yvonne Fallon.
I just hired her. My wife, she handles the day-to-day stuff. She could probably tell you more about
Life
it.
killed her.
Is the wife the blonde?
There's some cops here about that DJ.
I'll question Nels.
She's the blonde, right?
It
Why?
has to be.
Usually pretty
It's
busy
always
back
the
here, so I
wife.
can't really tell you much about her.
There must be something. Loosening him up, forming a bond.
That's not how we do things.
I don't play by the rules, Clive.
Yep, you're
Let me
right.
guess. Trish. Slapped anyone in a grocery store lately? That's not funny.
Nah.
You sure about that?
I'm sure.
Come in. I'm
Looks
mid-project
like
in here.
he's still his quirky self.
For now.
What's all this?
It's just too much to deal with in a letter.
You'll feel better if you do.
She seems normal right now. I like it.
Yeah.
Here. In case you forget.
The whole point is...
Because it's bad? It's bad.
No,
You don't want to
No.
tell me because it's bad. Oh, God, I'm a terrible person. Everything I put you through.
But, spoiler alert, that letter says that good old Major loved you like no one else ever.
What the what?
Sent. For when you forget.
Man.
Okay.
Why does she have to be on this brain right now?
After all I do for you, you go out and just screw some random guy, and his name is Sage!
Nothing wrong with a little salt.
Nah.
I may have.
Excuse me,
No.
ladies.
All day.
No.
This
Hang on,
case
where's
just
your
took a
phone?
hashtag Tizern.
I want to pick it up because I called
Enjoy
it.
breakfast. Ugh, nice creeps are the worst. Men are garbage. Not you, Clive. You're the best. You know that, right?
Oh my gosh.
I hate the patty thing.
This is Liz. Leave me a message.
I mean, Blaine's faking.
Why do you think that?
I don't think it, I know it. Open your eyes. Blaine loses his memory.
Where'd you hear this?
A guy from Blaine's old crew.
No doubt a paragon of honesty and integrity.
I know how this sounds.
Right.
I thought about not even telling you, but...
You should have stuck with that.
The police place is disgusting. Enhanced water. I got one for you too.
And none of the stuff that he needs.
You forgot the ingredients for the blue solution again. God, Liv!
I am so sorry, Robbie. Clive's
go
been so
over.
needy on this case. He's just like...
Oh my gosh,
Why
I
are you
can't
even
stand her.
He must have gone somewhere.
Where?
Well, he might not even know. His memory could be totally gone by now.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're Major. Your memory's disappearing. Where do you go?
Walla Walla, Washington.
Hey, Dahlia. Listen, we got a call from the people at the bus depot.
Tie me up, tie me down.
If you insist.
Ooh.
Mind if I down
That was
some
last
pad
episode.
Thai first? I wanna
It's
hear the
okay,
interview.
carry over.
Funny man.
You know what this needs? Pinot.
Pinot.
Oh, he gave him the other cure.
Major took the cure? When?
It fades out slowly at first, and then completely, and then a couple days later, it just snaps back into place.
And you know this because?
Because it's what happened to me.
Oh my god. Blaine!
That's what gave me the idea.
You've made a fool of me.
Oh my gosh.
This whole time, my friends could have been cured. Turns out Blaine's been lying this whole time.
He never lost his memory.
Just for a day or two. And I guess it came back and he was fine. He just kept the charade going.
It works, Robbie. The cure works.
There's a batch waiting at the morgue. So what do you say, Liv?
Oh no, Donnie
Ready
is
to be
there.
human again?
If he goes and takes him. There's no way she's gonna get cured.
Liv.
It's missing.
Holy
We have a problem.
crap.
The syringes.
How is
They
it
were
that
locked in
easy to
that
break
drawer.
into there?
Were.
A similar ball just sold on eBay for 10 grand. Because it's fake, of course. I mean, not even a good counterfeit of the signature. But you know that, don't you? That's why you killed Yvonne. Yvonne owes you back rent to the tune of $1,000. So she pawns your baseball. You can't tough it out a few more years, at least, until I get my captain's bars.
No. That would change everything.
Thanks for giving these past couple of years meaning, Clive.
You did that yourself.
Aww.
I just took advantage of it.
What's he doing? Oh, that's what he found. The cure. He's gonna sell the cure? The blue stuff.
Blue juice.
So now he has a list. That's what I thought. That's what he found.
Major!
You're home. Oh, we seriously thought we lost you this time.
Oh. Oh.
I gave it to someone.
To whom?
That's where it ends.
How could they even consider curing Liv? Like, that would ruin the whole show.
I'm saying,
There'd
like,
be
yeah,
nothing to watch.
Like, there's no way they can cure her. It won't work out that way if they cure her. So
there had to be a problem, because that was what I was thinking the whole time. As soon as we found out that Blaine got his memory back, it's like, then what's going to go wrong next?
see, so who took the cure? I feel like it had to have been Donnie.
It had to be Donnie.
But Blaine could take it if he's gonna be making new cure. Now he's the only person with the cure. Sells it out for $1 million a pop.
Yeah, and those were the two that they were fighting against there.
I mean, who else would it be?
Yeah.
Unless Blaine's dad knew about it and he sent his big old henchman in there and go get it.
True. But another thing that I'm so surprised about is that we're talking about a medical facility that just got robbed very easily. Like,
people go in and out of there all the time.
I know, but that's a whole bunch of, classified information.
I know. I mean, it was a zombie that ripped open a lock.
Okay, true. But still. You have to have that stuff locked down. That's unrealistic.
They did. A zombie broke it open.
I don't
with
care.
their strength.
It should not be that easy.
To what? Be a zombie and break stuff open?
It didn't even look like they broke the door open to go in there.
Well, the front door's always open and then that door's always open.
All the information should be locked up. And especially if there was no one there in the facility.
Well, that wasn't information, but...
Like, it was just too easy to get that.
Maybe it's someone else that has a way in. Like I said, if the dad who has money paid his way in there...
True.
Or they tricked their way in and made it look like they were in a squad bringing in a dead guy. They've done that before.
Yeah, they did do that before, like a couple episodes ago.
Well, that's how they snuck in Blaine that one time, wasn't it? Or was it Major? Someone,
I don't remember.
So Cure works.
Yeah, I mean, good job, Ravi. That is awesome. We applaud you. Not already.
So it was a mom and a girlfriend? Right?
The mom's girlfriend?
It was a mom and her girlfriend? Because it sounded like there was so much stuff going on between her and dad, and he's like, it was easier to go with the person who didn't have a brand new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which I guess would have been he went with his dad.
Yeah.
So, all right, that works.
So now we know.
I like the idea of Major making up like wills, basically. Like all the stuff he forgets. Like he was writing up everything, so that was good.
It was sad. I would have hated to have lost him, you know? Like, I love Major so much. I think he's such a sweetheart, you know? He's kind of like that Aaron of the group, you know? Just...
Thanks?
Just...
Probably the good-looking body, right? That's what you meant.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the whole Blaine lying thing. I think we may have mentioned that at one point, or maybe we talked about that back last season before we did reactions for it and stuff, but talking about, like, he's faking it, right? There's no way he's really lost his memory, and then, like, he really did lose his memory, but then it came back.
Yeah, because we were talking about him at the piano, and then he was able to go back to play the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, he has to be lying. There's no way that he could remember how to play the piano very well.
You would think, yeah. He'd have to relearn it, essentially. So.
But other than that, I think they did a pretty decent job about hiding whether or not he did or did not lose his memory.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of thinking maybe it was the writer's last minute decision of which way should we swing this? Should we swing it this way or that way?
If go back and watch it. If we go back and watch the show, I wonder if you'll see little hints and clues of it, like, hey, he did this. How do you know this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or I wonder if it'd be more of like you said, like, did the writers plan it back when it first started happening? Or was it something like they got to a point like, hey, let's give him his memory back and it was all a trick?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll just write it in there.
But Don E. did a good job of mentioning the story of John E., which is played by the same actor. But anyway, like, because that was prior to this, even though it would have been so easy to interchange those names.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a very funny, punch. Yeah, that John was a very worrywart, because it was him.
Oh, okay.
It's the same guy.
Gotcha.
I hate, they do such a good job with Liv. She's such a fantastic actress. I know I say this every episode, but last episode, we loved her so much. She did such a wonderful job. And then this episode, she did such a wonderful job, I hated her! Oh my gosh, I just wanted to slap her! The whole entire time, I'm like, are you serious? This is the worst brain to be on right now.
It's definitely a fun, as far as an actor, I feel like it's a fun role to have because every role, every episode is different.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you played Alphonse, I think was his name, or Alfonso, he played Carlton in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah.
And he got this stigma of having to be this kind of character. Oh, you're Carlton, you gotta be Carlton, you can't be someone else. So he kind of got stuck not being able to act anywhere.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot of times with different actors, especially being in a long-running TV series or something like that. But when you have something like this where you're playing a character who is different every episode, oh yeah, you're Liv, but you saw them portray so many different types of people that it's bound to be oh well, let's have her be this, let's have her do that, So,
it's like re-auditioning every single day.
I mean, it keeps making me think of, I think it was called Hearts and Souls, or Heart and Soul. It was a movie starring Robert Downey Jr., and it was about, he was born the same time, like these 5 people died on like a bus.
Okay.
And they all had unfinished business to do. And somehow they got attached to this baby. And they were like his imaginary like friends. And they couldn't leave within a vicinity of him. Like within 20 feet or something like that. They had to stay within him. And as he grew up, like 18, 20, whatever it was, the bus for heaven came down and said, all right, let's go. And like, but why can't we finish all of our business we gotta do? It's like, you had 20 years. You were supposed to do that. Your kid was supposed to help you. But they sent the kid through like a psych ward thing because they thought he was crazy because of all of his friends that he always had, all the way to like, 15 years old or 10 years old or whatever it was.
Oh, that's horrible. That's sad.
So he grew up and then started believing they weren't real, so he stopped seeing them. Well, now they come forward again, and the show is about them trying to finish the business, and they find out that they can jump inside his body. So you have Robert Downey Jr. kind of going back and forth sometimes of playing his character, and then these other 5 characters, which it's like this one guy who's like an opera singer. It's this, there was like a black mother. There was this like Italian mobster guy. There was just like this, there was like I think there was like a younger guy who was about to get married to a woman or something like that. Like, it's a very diverse group, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You had like an Italian, you had white, you had black. There might have been a Latina lady, I can't remember. But he's, like at one point, like it's him, and then, like the black lady, and then the mobster guy, and then back to him, and then another person. And he's like interchanging as he's acting, like them jumping in and out and just doing like the voice like they were. Like, he had to act like them. You know what I mean?
That's
and I'm like,
awesome.
I love that. Like, that made Robert Downey Jr. like one of my like favorite actors, watching like this transformation where like I believe that this actor is playing this character and then also playing these characters that these actors are playing, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really good. I believed it.
Just like the one movie that you and I just watched with the split personality disorder. Don't. That's
a newer movie, and I don't want you to spoil anything that happens in it. But yes, sometimes there's some actors that are really good about portraying different people or different personalities or everything like that. And it's always neat to see, especially when you believe it's real.
Yeah.
You know, when you believe like, oh, I just saw this person transform into this person. It's always good.
She does such an amazing job. And like I've told everyone before, you guys need to check out Once Upon a Time where she plays Tinkerbell. You would have
Spoilers.
to watch it. No, it's not. She's...
Spoilers. No, I know Tinkerbell's in it.
Anyway, you'll have to go back and watch it again, like a couple of times to realize that it's the same actress. She's just so good.
What do you think of the dominatrix folded quick case thing? Do you think there's something more to that? Because they brought it up again, and it's not very often that they have a last week's case brought up unless it's related to like the brain.
That's true. And it was very quick to sign the confession. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you have me, let me sign it.
Well, I barely felt like she really did anything, too.
True. And, I mean, he could have very easily gotten paid off because he seemed very easy.
I don't know.
Like a pushover.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, I was just curious about that. It just seemed weird.
Was that... Looks like you said you have Martian ovaries written right there. Sorry. I had to look at it.
Have you ever had a martini?
Oh, is that what that says?
Have you ever had a martini?
No.
Hello? Hello, McFly.
It has vodka in it, and I throw up every time I have vodka.
Yeah, I had a martini once. It was okay. And then my parents were like, we gotta take the olive. It makes it so much better. And I tasted the olive, and it was worse than the martini. And that it made me sick. So, like, I can probably drink a martini, but I hate the olives more, especially when they're soaked in martini juice. Open your Mountain Dew, you fool. All right, that's it, right? Anything else?
No. Want, live, to cheer.
See you guys next time. Make sure you guys check out Patreon and check out the description box below if you like any of the cool stuff on this table, right? We'll see you guys next week for more iZombie and hopefully for more things from me and Network.